Alright, hello YouTube. I'm going to be talking about the governor right now, which I'm going to pair, like I did with Herschel from the TV series and Herschel from the comic books. I'm going to compare the comic book governor to the TV governor, because them two characters, well, same character, the governor, is such a unique character. I mean, he is just this maniac of a character, and he is like, before Negan, he was the arch enemy of Rick. Woodbury was the arch enemy of the prison and the fellow survivors there, and the governor, he was just magnificent as a villain. He was the arch enemy of Rick, and that's really badass. Alright, but there are some major differences though between a TV version of Governor and the comic book version of the Governor. The main difference is that they don't look the same at all. The TV Governor is like this clean-cut politician guy. I mean, of course he's a politician. He's like basically the king of the town. But anyways, while the comic book version was like this just grizzly, very nasty looking guy. I mean, he was really ugly in the comic books. He kind of looked like, what's that guy's name? Danny Trejo in the comic book version. And, if they was going to go with, the comic book version of the governor, I think Danny Trejo would have been a spitting image of the governor. But, thank God they didn't, though, because the TV version of the governor is just really awesome. He's crazy like in the comic books, but he also has that sense of mind, and also just a smart tactic to, like he did with Martinez group. He went in there, killed 2 leaders, and became the leader of that group and attacked the prison again. If that's not awesome and badass, I don't know what is. But, on the other hand, the comic book version of the governor was just this crazy, insane guy. He was like, he honestly reminded me of Hannibal Lecter, because he was just insane. I mean, he had no like morals in the comic books like he does in the TV version. In the comic book version, he even tried cannibalism before, and in the TV version, he never did yet. So there's definitely some insanity gap there. I think, and personally, I think the TV version of the governor had more sanity than the comic book version, but the TV version was very close though. And also, the comic book version, how can I say this? He wasn't really much of a threat, like physically, because he was very weak. Because I mean, Michonne basically whooped his ass in a fist fight. while in the TV version, they didn't really fight. He was just holding her down while she was punching and kicking, but there wasn't really fighting. And that's why she was able to cut out his eye with the broken bottle. But if it was a fist fight, I think would have knocked her out in the TV version, because he's just this physically threat of a guy in the TV version. While in the comic book version, he was just, oh man, how can I really say it? He was just like an insane genius. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Like, just an insane genius. Like I said, he wasn't physically, tough. I mean, yeah, he probably would have been physically tough, if, like he really wanted to. But I don't think he would have done that much damage in the comic book version as he did in the TV series if him and Rick got in a physically fight at the end of the prison arc. I just don't believe that. So in my opinion, we have the craziness and insane Hannibal Lecter governor in the comic book, while we have the smart, insane Bane-like guy in TV series. When I say Bane, I'm talking about the Batman Bane in the comic books, where he was smart and genius, but also a physically, threat, a badass threat. So, which one is my favorite? I'll be honest with you, I like both of them. So I'm going to split this down the line 50-50 and say they're both my favorite. I just can't choose. I mean, I'm sorry, but because I just like them both in their own way. So I'm not going to choose my favorite. I'm just going to say they're both good. And they're both badass and insane and crazy. Alright, that's for all. So please like and subscribe. Alright, bye bye.